So, hello everyone. Channel, we want to only talk about two things. What are those two things? The two things are Python and cybersecurity. So, for each type of courses has its own folders in this channel. So, first of all, let's start with the back end. What is the back end? I mean the Python script. So, this is just the introduction. The real series hasn't yet started, and mind you, every episode has 7 days before a new release. What I mean is that if episode 1 is released now or today, so the next episode will take 7 days. So in that 7 days, we will choose another day to add what we call the cybersecurity courses, which is the cybersecurity season. So each and every course has, or like each and every episode will carry about like 7 days for a next generated episode to be alive for you to see. So this is the first video to like introduce you to Python courses. So what is Python and why many people say like Python is easy? What will I learn? Will I learn Python? Will I learn just JavaScript? HTML? HTML is not a language. HTML is just an editor. So which one should I learn? JavaScript, C++, C#, Rust, Node.js, yeah, and many more. So the only thing that differentiates between which type of programming language are you going to learn is you. What are you going to focus on? Are you going to focus on the back end, or are you going to focus on the front end? The front end developers are the developers that like interacts. I mean that make the website look more beautiful, more attractive to the users to see. Example, the moment you like search the web called facebook.com, so the pop-up web will log into you to a web called the website of, the web of Facebook. So from that place, anything you will see by your naked eyes in that web is a front-end development, or what we call front-end development. They are just the beautiful seeing all the interactive shells of a web that are front-end developers. Front-end developers, they are the people, all kind of programmers, all kind of coders that make the website look more interested for the users, or more attractive, or more like well-defined to the user, instead of using the skeleton, which is the back end. So example of the website, example of the program that people use to like make a back end is, let's say as example, like CSS, JavaScript, CSS. So this kind of programming language are used in making the front end development look more attractive to the users. So that is front end development. What is back end development? Back end development, like they are the machines that control every interaction that the user press or click in the front end. Like imagine a car without an engine. So if you imagine a car without an engine, the body of the car is the like JavaScript and CSS example. These are the front end developments. So what is the back end? The back end is the motor, the engine, the batteries, anything that process. If a request was sent to certain process, that is what we call the back end. Your phone has front end and back end. What are the back end? The system, the OS. You are not seeing that. The script that you are not seeing is the back end, and the interactive website you press is what we call the front end. The back end, you are not seeing what is happening at the back end, but the back end developer make the website to attract us. The moment you press login, the data will be sent to the back end and say this user # does, this user press login. Then your data will be processed to the back end. Example, let's say like back end development. So the back end development is the machine. Sorry, I made a mistake here. Development, yes, back end development and front end development. So the front end you see here is the interactive website a person use to make it simple for a user to understand. Because if we only give a user the back end, they may cause some problem to the user, because he will not understand what's going on, why this, where to put this, where to add this, where to add that. So but by the help of this front end development, a user can understand what to put and where to put it. So that is the difference. So which programming language are you going to learn depends by these two types of development. Are you going to like focus on making a web look prettier, making it well interactive, or are you going to like solve the real problem, which is the back end? The choice is yours. So after that, if we look clearly, the Python scripts focus on, like, let's say the Python script focus on the backend development. is the back-end development. So in this whole series, we will go just focus on Python programming and some cybersecurity courses to cover on, and some alerts for the people to take something serious and make them realize that no matter how secure you are, you can be exposed to those guys, which are called the black hat hackers.
So that is all for today. See you tomorrow.